Sydney Colson gets the start at point, and I'm looking for Indiana to get the ball to Aaliyah Boston early in possessions on the block.
Indiana looks at Zion's Connecticut son, and here is an all-time legend, Tina Charles, going to work and knocking down it for Mitchell on a side step. Mitchell too strong with that shot. Howard, the offensive rebound, goes right back up and lays it in. Coach to a 27-13 record. Mitchell crossing over Mabry, gets to the rim and finishes. Mabry, shot clock down to 5 from way outside. Mabry splashes. Howard flashing, extra pass. It's Boston. Since before college. Good hands there by Colson, who comes up with the steal. Boston has the size advantage and takes advantage. Indiana running their offense through Aaliyah Boston here in the early going. Boston finds hole and knocks down another. A lot of time coaching overseas in France, says Tina Charles, one of the most decorated careers coaching and playing in the entire history of a rich.
Look at that Barry under the rim.
Deep position, 2 more for Boston.
I mean, just a great Barry at the rim.
Mabry able to shrug off Scholl, and the fader goes for Marina Mabry. Colson, Cunningham left alone, splashes home a 3.
Offensive possession and allows a run out.
And it's Rivers over to Sheldon, beautiful find for 2.
I am so proud of Sanaya Rivers. I'm going to be 100% transparent about that. I mean, she's the 6th pick in the draft. Unfortunately, lost her mother, surprisingly.
She's come out and looked really strong here for Connecticut as the Fever turnover.
And she leads the team in steals and blocks right now.
And Colson is slow to get up on the other end. The Sun have numbers and have pulled back within 1. Indiana has a 3-point lead here, final minutes, first quarter. WNBA Friday night on Ion as Howard turns it over. Numbers for Connecticut. Robin Park shovels. Charles can't get the bounce, but on a second effort puts it home.
Lost to Dallas in the last game.
Kelsey Mitchell said she's comfortable doing this if she has to. No Clark on the floor. Mitchell feeds inside. Boston able to rescue and put it home. Bonner on the floor to start the second quarter as Charles ducks in and finishes. So Boston will stay in the game here with the 2 fouls.
Zoned by the Fever.
Rivers launches and hits a 3. Mitchell on the inbound and the left-handed finish. Mitchell had 14 points on Wednesday, but it took her 16 shots to get there. She's playing in the WNBA for the first time since 2019. Nice story, and Peters comes up with the steal. The deflection by Mabry. Bonner takes it right back, 3-on-1, fakes the pass and finishes.
They've played well here since the timeout and the early start.
Charles staying aggressive and draws that 3rd foul on Boston. It's an and 1. Mitchell feed inside. Dantas lays it home. So Dantas, who checked right in with a bucket in her first 10 seconds on the floor. Rivers wraparound pass. Mabry hits a 3.
To play through the post and get the ball inside. They're not getting a piece of the paint on very many possessions right now.
Mabry from way downtown, and it ping-pongs around. Oh, thought about the 3. Good hands there by Rivers. Shot clock down to 10.
Everything's on the perimeter on the outside.
Howard just muscling her way inside and lays it in.
That is a big time getting her body off those screens.
Charles off balance, too much contact. A foul and 1 for Tina Charles.
I mean, the footwork that has been crafted. Lexi Hull does a good job getting her body off those screens.
Charles off balance, too much contact. A foul and 1 for Tina Charles.
Well, she was a big part of the push post All-Star break last year for Indiana.
Mabry off the screen, curls inside and knocks it down. Mabry being watched by Hull. Mabry driving into Hull, into a double team. Kick out, here's a Peters 3. She connects. Boston with those 3 fouls. Backdoor pass. It's Lexi Hull. Who comes into tonight 4th in the league in rebounding and 2nd in blocks. Just a couple blocks shy away from 5th all-time in Fever history. Charles, extra pass. Rivers rattles in a 3. It's her 2nd of the night for Marina Mabry. Just only seeing Caitlin Clark have a 3 in front of that distance. Boston, patience, and lays it in. Rivers has played well too. Knocked down a couple of threes. Here is the rookie. Nelson Adota. Into Howard, fades, fires and hits.
Indiana top blocking all that screening action.
Rivers, cross-court pass. Here is Charles hitting a 3. Still struggling here a bit offensively. Now they're shooting 50% from the field, but 13 turnovers as Boston deep position over a double team. Got it to go.
Really nice job. Well, Mabry's the most important player, I think, for Connecticut. She has to be on the floor. Sheldon gets all the way to the rim.
Connecticut a chance to go in front by double digits. Mabry over Hall. Oh, hit a difficult shot.
My goodness.
It's the 3.
Shoot till your arm falls off, Mabry.
Here's Mitchell trying to beat everybody back, and Mitchell had it blocked. Nelson Adota, a rim protector, and here's Mabry on the other end for 2. Brianna Turner, who hasn't played in 3 games this year, getting a little run here in the second half. Bonner leans in, and a beautiful find to Mitchell. Mabry being hounded there at center court. Mabry shugs off Cunningham, no whistle. But Mabry with 2 more.
Get off my lawn.
22 for Maria Mabry. Dantis answers with a 3. Cunningham has the assignment of the red-hot Mabry, who just blows by her. The left hand stays down. Here's Dantis on the drive, leads in, bank shot, stays down. Parks back for Hartley, shot clock down to 3. Hartley going behind the back, stepping back, and hitting a 3.
That is a huge 3, considering Marina Mabry's on the bench right now getting a break. Dantis goes away from Boston. All she had to do is go the other way and drop it in the post.
Inside, Peters, 2 more and a foul. Boston, handoff Mitchell. Shot clock winding down again here on Indiana. Here's Howard, aggressive take, aggressive finish. Howard has the size advantage, backing her way in, back out to Boston. Hall, corner 3, knocks it down. Mitchell, back for Howard. Howard on the drive, Howard lays it in.
Good read.
Austin's been the center point of the offense. Bonner launches. Oh, it's a banked-in 3! Connecticut's been held to just 6 points here in the 4th quarter. Bonner puts on the brakes. Bullseye! Bonner being hounded there by Mabry. Boston with all sorts of space. She'll use it to attack. She'll spin. Indiana's in front. And Connecticut goes back up in front. It's Indiana's first lead since early in the 2nd quarter. Bonner, fire away. Oh, yes! 2 run. Hartley finds some space and answers. Big 3, Hartley.
I'd go right back to Mabry here.
Charles, Rivers launches, 3 more.
That's more than she's had all season.
2 for 10 coming into this one, and Rivers is 3 for 4. Indiana in a 4-point hole, and Lexi Hall makes it a 1-point game.
Pat, I mean, we haven't seen this kind of shot making all game.
Indiana's overcome a 15-point deficit. They took a lead. Here is Mabry splashing home 2 more. Inbound Boston. Handoff Mitchell. Mitchell driving on Charles, gets around her and scoops it home. So 1-point game with 7.7 seconds to go. Inbound to Mabry, who's fouled. And Rivers 1 of 2 from the line, so it's a 2-point game. 5.8 seconds to go. Inbound to Mitchell, who nearly lost it, retreats, gets up a really tough shot, and Connecticut survives.